Good afternoon, everybody. It's Dr. Gloria Pope here with Black Girl Everything. I have the lovely, beautiful caterer from I'm Out Here. It's Tomeik, right?
Yes.
Great. I hate mispronouncing people's names. How are you doing today?
I'm finding you.
I'm actually quite wonderful on a Saturday. You're actually lucky. I don't usually interview on Saturdays, but I made a special date just for you. I'm telling you. All right. So tell me, so your name is I'm Out Here Catering. Where did you get that name from?
There's someone in the background who was a big supporter and a big cheerleader. And so I always make the statement, I'm out here, I'm out here, I'm outside, I'm out here. I like to go out, I like to have fun. I love to cook, I love to celebrate. That's where it all comes from. And so they just was like, you might as well say, you always say that you out here. So you out here catering, you outside, you be outside and cater. You cater to people, cater food, cater.
Okay, so that makes complete sense. So your name is actually built off of who you are as an individual.
Yes.
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. So where are you actually from?
I'm actually from Harlem, New York, born and raised.
From Harlem.
Yes.
Okay, you still live in Harlem now?
I currently reside in the Bronx, but I still live in New York.
The Bronx.
Right.
Well, I actually love the Bronx.
I still represent Harlem. I'm a Harlem girl to my soul.
Well, you always represent where you're from, right? Or for like life. Even though I live right back in Mount Vernon where I'm from, when I was living in the Bronx, I rep the Bronx. Actually, I have a lot of respect for people from the Bronx, so I go with it. It's a beautiful place to be. Where are you at in the Bronx?
Actually, I'm near Fordham Road.
Okay, down by Fordham. Okay, not a problem. So tell me a little bit about your business.
My business is cooking. I like to feed people. I'm a mother of 5. I come from a big, huge family. My grandparents are cooks. They've cooked for church. They've cooked for feeding the homeless. We've cooked for so many things, and I've sat and helped and prepped and then just moved right in place, just like them. So I cook for church events. I cook for the homeless. I cook just to have family events. I just love to cook. I love to bring people together with love, joy, and happiness around food. Food, fun always goes together for me.
Well, I can respect that. I love food too. I'm a big foodie just in general. I like trying new things. I love people cook. I actually cook myself. I'm also from a big family. I'm the oldest of 15.
Wow.
So yeah. So for me, being around food and knowing how to actually prepare foods and make meals happen is something that I was brought up to do. So I truly appreciate people who actually have an interest in providing food, because food is good as a maintenance for our culture and just who we are as individuals, especially as Black women. Our food really talks a lot to our families and our history and who we are as individuals. So tell me, so what type of foods do you actually, what are some of your favorite things you like to prepare? Or like what are the things that people really request from you the most?
I never ever made it till I started this business, Rasta pasta.
Really?
Right. It's a Caribbean dish. I'm not Caribbean at all, but I just put it together. My cousin, I said, well, how do you make it? Somebody asked me to know how to make it. And she just was like, oh, you do this, you do this, do that. And I'm just like, okay. She didn't say, because we don't measure. She cooks as well, and we don't measure. So I'm like, okay. So I began to play with it, got it together. I finally got the perfect recipe that, yeah, it's become infamous. I make shrimp rasta pasta, chicken rasta pasta, salmon rasta pasta, mixed chicken and shrimp rasta pasta. It's infamous, this rasta pasta. It's not even something
love rasta
I'm known for. I don't eat it. I don't eat it.
Oh, you don't even eat it? It's quite delicious when it's made right.
It is quite delicious. I tasted it before, but
okay.
It's not, it wasn't one of my things to eat, but as far as making it, that's the thing. If you can cook, you pretty much can cook anything. And so I love to cook. I'm Italian girl. Shh. I love Italian food. I love to make Italian food. It's one of my favorites. But as far as cooking, I grew up making soul food. Everything is soul food. So macaroni cheese, collard greens, candy yams, black eyed peas. I even learned how to pig feed. Whew. My granny said, "You know how to make pig feed?" Yeah, just for you. I learned how to make it just for her. Because she's older now, so she don't do all of
Hmm.
that. Learned how to make it just for her. She was like, girl, you made these pig feed." So
Yeah. No, we gotta take care of our people, right? The people who taught us. So that makes complete sense. Keep it all in. So your 5 kids, do they cook?
each of them has something they could do. My oldest, he think he's Chef Boyardee. Um, you see my baby. He's my angel baby. He's my second born. He passed away last year in the COVID. And he used to bake like crazy. I taught what happened was we he learned how to bake because he didn't follow the rules.
Mhm.
So I taught him how to bake because he had to learn to follow the directions. If you skip the steps, the cake ain't gonna
Mhm.
come out right.
Yeah.
And so back then he was 26. So back then, cake was not even $1. I could buy a lot. I mean, he could mess them up and it's fine. So
Yeah.
he learned how to do that. And then from there, he started learning how to do them from scratch.
Oh wow. Well,
Right.
he's
And then,
missed, I know. Everybody
yes,
loves cake.
for him, right? I was waiting for him to come back to be my baker. And it's so crazy because after he passed away, I was really waiting for him. And after he passed away, I remember saying, "Okay, Lord, I'll bake." Because I knew how to bake. I just
Yeah.
wanted to do it. And no, immediately, as soon as I said that, a gentleman came to me and ordered peach cobbler. Now my grandfather is a baker. He cooks, but he's a baker. He's known for apple pies, sweet potato pies, peach cobbler, everything cobbler. He sells them during the holidays, everything. So I said, "Okay, granddaddy, I'm gonna make a peach cobbler." He said, "Baby, I know you can make it. No. No. And I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna learn how to make this crust from scratch because he makes this crust that you could take all the peaches and everything out, put it to the side, and just eat the crust with some ice cream on top of it. Nothing else." And so I was like, "Okay, Granny, I'm gonna come up there, I'm gonna learn how to make this crust." But I didn't have time. So he said, "Baby, I think you could do it." Well, I did what I knew to do. And the
Hmm.
gentleman said, he said, "Thank you so much for that peach cobbler. It made me feel like I was young again, like my mom used to make
Oh, that's so sweet.
it." I was nervous. I was like, "Dang, I just said I was gonna make this daggone thing, man." But if you tell God what you're gonna do, He gonna put you to the test.
Exactly. You manifest what you want out here in the world. And
Right.
it came right to you. So as you was raised with COVID, again, sorry about the loss of your son during that time, but how did you feel? How did your business do during the COVID season itself? Have you survived? Well, obviously you survived. You're still here today, but how's it been going for you?
It's slow, but it's steady.
Okay.
It's slow, but it's steady. People needed to eat. Actually, when COVID first hit, I actually was doing great because a lot of people were tired of eating the fast food, and
Yeah.
so wanted homemade food. And so I was able to sell food that way because they wanted homemade food.
Okay. Okay. So do you do something else during the day? Is this your side business or is this your main attraction?
This is my side business. I actually work as a receptionist. Everything I do is non for profit.
Gotcha.
So administrative assistant. I work with children. I work with parents who've been incarcerated. I've worked with disabled adults and children. My whole person is to help people. I come from a family that teach, help, did some of youth work for ACS. That's what we do. We help the
Okay.
homeless. That's what we do.
Okay, perfect. When's your birthday?
May 6th.
May 6th. Really? And you're a people person?
Yes.
You like to control everything though.
Taurus. I'm not average Taurus. I get that all the time.
Yeah. But you know what? Actually, one of the best people I've known in this world, her birthday was May 7th. So I'm actually not surprised. She was one amazing caretaker. friend of mine who passed a few years ago. She was like one of my cheerleaders always, always. Actually, it's so funny. I have her picture right above my desk. She kind of sits there and she stares at me. She's staring at me right now because I'm talking about her. But yeah, so I totally get it. So, she's kind of sweet. She's one of the coolest people I think I've ever met. So, all right. So I think you could be down. I think you'd be down. I'll be here on the 6th. It's definitely dope. So where do you see your business going? Like, so now you're evolving, right? The world is opening back up as we see. Things are starting to happen. Events are coming back. So what do you see yourself doing in the future? Where do you want to take this business?
Okay, so I would love to cater more events, more bigger events.
Okay.
Baby showers, weddings, those are my things. I try to take in account people person. I don't
Hmm.
just want to serve food that I like or that I'm good at, but try to incorporate the food into the actual dynamics of the ceremony. So
Okay.
whatever in the ceremony, whether it's a baby shower, anything, a baby shower, a wedding. I love weddings. What did I do? Okay.
You're back.
Um,
Okay.
and those type of things. I also would like to teach. I would like to mentor. I would like to mentor anybody, preferably young ladies, to teach them how to cook and to teach them how to nurture their family and their kids through food. And
Mm,
understand the importance of being the mom and being the cook and being the head of the household in that manner. I also would like to my cousin says recipe book, but the name of that recipe book would be Call Me When You're Ready to Cook. Because I don't measure anything, but I don't have a problem showing. So
how
that's
to
what
do
we
things.
go. Hey, because they like, well, you got to tell the people, well, baby, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some milk. I know I don't pour, I just cook it, baby. I don't know. And so he was like, that's what your name in every recipe. Alfredo, call me when you're ready to cook. Picture when you're ready to cook. And then um and then I would like to open my own non-for-profit one day. I would.
Well, it sounds like, because me, I'm sitting absorbing everything you're saying. So what happens with me is once I work with people, I ask this question because I always want to know how people are dreaming big. As what show, right? It says dream big, right? It's one of the mottos that I have, especially for my children and stuff like that. A nonprofit I'm going to be opening up. It's going to be called Dream Big itself. And it's going to be focused on really for youth. Like, I'm really about kids and education. I'm also an educator. That's why I'm a doctor in education. So one of my big things is listening to people's dreams and what they want. And everything you just mentioned and everything you said would be amazing as the base of your actual nonprofit. Everything that you want to do and what you say that you listed and where you want to go, it all sounded like me, like a complete organization that dealt with it's a needed organization because you're still talking about helping mothers, right? And what happens to people who need to help real the new moms, the moms who are overwhelmed, the younger moms, the older moms, the moms with new children, the moms with teenagers that they can't figure out how to manipulate and move around in this world. Those types of things are really important. Parenting groups, because during the day I'm a director of a head start program. One of my big
Okay.
things is I work with a lot of families, and that's why I stay there. I love what I do there. It's an amazing place to be, because I also service people, but I always run into a lot of moms or even dads, honestly, who struggle with the whole nutrition aspect for their children, and how to prepare foods and how to make foods. Because unfortunately, unlike my family or your family, there's not a lot of tradition anymore where people are teaching or forcing your kids how to cook.
Yeah.
Like a little quick sidebar. I went on an appointment yesterday and I came home yesterday. My son randomly baked this first cake. I was so excited because he's 16 and I'm just like, yes, you're trying to do something for yourself, and he's starting to cook dinner for us at least once a week and doing those different things because we want him to be able to, to handle himself. So again, based off what you just said, I think it's an amazing idea. As something that you should put on your post-its and put on your vision board
Okay.
and start to really home in on what you really want. because there's plenty of money out here. There's plenty of money for us to get, especially as a minority woman in the state of New York. The dollars are out there for us to take. So take advantage of the opportunities and honestly live with your dreams.
Right.
You know, what's anything best than doing what you dream of? It's nothing better than that.
Nothing.
Okay. So how can people find you? That's important, right? We talk about all the amazing stuff you do. So how can
Yep.
people find you?
Okay, so I have an Instagram page. I'm Out Here Catering on Instagram, and I also have a I'm Out Here Catering on Facebook. I'm working on my website.
Okay.
Work in progress. And my business telephone number is 646-820-9926. You can call, place orders. I usually do pop-ins. I do pop-ups. I recently was supposed to do a pop-up, but I'm going to reschedule. Um,
Mm-hmm.
get everything situated. I don't like disorganization. I don't like to mislead people. I try to be honest and as forthcoming as I can be, business or personally. So I'll take my time, plan better. I was given a lot of opportunities to showcase myself through pop-ups and people supporting me and bringing me along. So I want to be able to do that for others as well.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I was actually participating in your pop-ups when I saw it because I actually do my own as well. I have a major one on May 15th. You're gonna receive an email about it. You want my
Okay,
email
no problem.
list. And I have a list of brunches that I'm hosting throughout the summer and some other events. So
Okay.
so I love showcasing Black women, you know, name my business Black Girl Everything.
Right.
So that's really important to me as well. So I like to bring people on. So now you're part of my collective as a
Thank
person. If somebody's looking for something and they say, I need a caterer, or I have this option, or I have that option, holler at them to see, you know, which one you want to go with. Because I think now you're like my second best caterer that I like. Really. I haven't tasted your food yet.
Well, I'll be sure to make sure I bring you something. I have
Mm.
event, not an event, but I have to cater some Rasta pasta. It's going all the way to Maryland.
You sending Rasta pasta to Maryland?
They requested it. I can't take it, but I'm sending it. Yes.
Oh, wow, fancy pants. That is fancy. Cool stuff. Well, congratulations. So I'm happy that you're getting out here where you are out here, as your name says. But I'm happy that you're getting around and getting outside of the state of New York. That's also important, right? Because we want to become bigger than what we are. And
That's
staying local in your block isn't going to help. And
right.
also just selling to your family all the time ain't going to help you make money either. So we all got to look
No,
at
they supposed to eat for free. They've been eating for free for so long. But they
I tell
what?
people. No, that's dope. But again, one more time, mention where people can find you.
Out Here Catering on Instagram and Facebook. Telephone number 646-820-9926. I'm out here.
All right. So that was great. So you hold on. I'm just going to stop everything though. Okay. You stay right
Okay.
there. All right, everybody. This is Dr. Gloria Pope, Black Girl Everything. Thank you for tuning in.